Event specialist, trendline marketing, Discover Cars, Certified Mac, Weber Enterprises, and CL Sales. We got some music for Eric, and as he takes off, this is one of 5 amusing airplanes in the entire United States. This plane is imported by Commonwealth Aircraft, the USA, the Yak 54, and it's a big airplane. This very rare airplane manufactured in Saratov, Russia in 1996. Although the Yak name goes back to the late 1930s, this is one of the very latest designs coming out of Russia. Powered by a 360 horsepower engine. This engine powers the Sukhoi aerobatic aircraft. And you know, you just love it when you watch him shove the stick over into the right front corner and make the airplane fly outside as he loads a roll up with the tail. Actually tries to catch it. Sponsors, that training Industrial Construction, Pacific Oceanics, Aviation Training Center, Airline Energy Preparation, and Headsets Inc., noise canceling headsets and helmets. Tapping it up off over the top on the right side. A future positive G as the aircraft starts to speed up. So 170 miles an hour. He finally got just to the left center point, and then he yanks the stick back up. And gives you a nice vertical roll. The engine on this plane rotates to the left instead of to the right. So right here is the tail slide with the nose still pointed up. The airplane going backwards at over 60 miles an hour before he lets the nose fall through. You see that sunburst paint job on the plane? The engine is rolling at the end of the rotation of the engine when he's rolling it left. Stopping it right there, ratcheting back, he stops the plane, and the hammerhead is off to the right side. As he comes back down, and the airplane accelerates to 180, 190, almost up to 200 miles an hour. Out of the way. Taking it up and closing the corkscrew. And again, rolling it into the rotation of the belt. The engine is actually got cooling vanes on that open up, close up to keep the engine at the right temperature, and it does it all itself. He's almost lying down to fly this plane, the feet out in front of him, retaining his stirrups. Taking that little pass after 1.5 Cuban 8. Let's watch him as he takes the before up, and he is going to let the airplane skid, actually flying it sideways to kill off some speed, keep the engine wide open, and he will stop it right there. That plane is barely moving as he hovers it and is actually flying it away from us, hanging on that composite propeller. Couple more bursts of smoke. We'll watch him out to the right side as we take the airplane out and fly with because it's a half loop and a half roll on top, it's an implement turn. And as he flies it out of that, he's going to lift the nose, shove the stick over to the right front corner of the cockpit and make the airplane actually tumble in the lobster line. As the plane tumbles across the sky, and there's over 200 different ways to fly that maneuver. I always thought that thing was a wildly out of control thing. And I read a book about 10 years ago, an entire book in that one maneuver. And there's over 200 ways to get that done. As he does a flip turn, actually corkscrews into the sky, stops the plane, and you notice it's not going anywhere right now. Man, right there is where he's flying it out. That just amazes me. With the nose coming down now, he's building up speed. He wants to get the nose up. Let's see if he can fly it some multiple snaps there. Let's see if this is going to work. He may cut that out. So let's see. Let's watch what he does. Now, vertical roll. That's a straight up roll. Rolling it into the engine. And he's tapping it off. Pushing it over on the top. We call it a quick turn. As the nose comes back down, that's Eric Bears from Auburn, Washington. Does the wood with his snap. And the other one goes down to the right. And it's just about 10, maybe 15 feet above the ground. And he yanks the stick back once again. And as he climbs, he makes the airplane roll. So now it's an outside snap. There's a second outside snap. And finally, upside down, it turns into a split S as he brings it back in towards center point. As he comes back from the left to see as the nose comes up, he looks for it. He says, no, we're just going to make it fine, and we'll snap it. If we like something to roll, let the tail, let these hold up, and watch it pull the tail to the outside. And that's one of the neatest things, because it's not that hard to do, but it's hard to keep it in the maneuver. Making it slide, actually slide, like he threw the airplane over his shoulder. That's Eric Baird as he pulls the stick forward again, or pulls it back and rolls the airplane around. There he goes. And now tapping this off to the bottom, just 5 feet above the ground. Kind of easy to see this airplane. I guess size it does make a difference. Right here, as he goes across the sky, in knife edge flight, kicking the rudder back and forth, and doing that fishtail flip out across in front of us. Another vertical roll, and if you're looking at the edge on out there, you can hear how much noise that engine makes. It's a big radial that's only been in existence for just under 20 years. And this is the same engine, the Venedam engine, of 360 horsepower. It's been juiced up with some performers well over 400 out of this airplane. The 4-point indication as it comes by. And he'll be nearing the end of the act and preparing to do a really weird wing lag for you. But we'll wait and see. Okay, straight up now. We'll watch again. He's rolling against the engine right now. He winds it up, holds it, and flies it off. And you watch how he flies it. He's flying it at knife edge flight. So those wings are doing nothing for him. And he's handling the whole thing on that propeller. He calls it a hammerhead flyaway. Now he's going to put a whole bunch of maneuvers here because the airplane has so much energy in it. Start this off. Okay, vertical roll to the left. Just 1.5, 3/4, 2 times around. He stops it. All right, now to the right. He starts rolling it to the right. It turned into a torque roll. Again now, the engine is rotating away from that. And you are looking at the airplane actually falling backwards at full power. Until finally the nose comes down. So the propeller got way to the air. I love that maneuver. All right, as he makes the airplane tumble across the sky, recovering in knife edge flight, he'll be coming down here. Right to center court. And I want everybody to understand what we're going to do here. They're looking over. Everybody give him a wave right now. Go ahead and wave them. Ah, he's waving back. See, he's waving back. You can see everybody down the left flank, down by the FedEx 727. Did you know the Federal Express bought the last 727 that came off the Boeing assembly line? That's right. I don't know what the number is on it, but the last one built is new, and FedEx owns it. Eric making one more turn out here and setting up for the photo pass, and when he comes back this time, he'll be preparing to put that big airplane back on the ground. Photo pass, he'll come by, he'll lift the wing here, a little bit of top rudder, and you can see how beautiful that airplane is. Not the kind of plane you'd expect to see this kind of maneuver in. A couple more rolls out to the right side, and he'll be pulling the power back now and setting up to make the turn, come around, put this puppy back on the ground. Looks like the A-10A Thunderbolt 2 is going to be launching out of here, and I'll tell you what, guys, how about if we hot up the radio? I'll be talking to Jim Hunt, and you can put that radio on the line for